If I was a painter, I'd throw away my brush. And if I was a fighter, I'd hang up my gloves. And if I was a magician, I'd give away my secrets. If I was the only witness, I swear to forget. See, I give it all up to go back to before I fell in love, to the first time that I saw your pretty face and turn and walk away.
We'll call this, you know what I'm saying, the AMC Extraordinaire. The ANC Extraordinaire, you know what I'm saying, right now. Welcome to the circus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Turned Up, Volume 1, one of the beginning of many records to come, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, I'm your boy of all boys, you know, too. Rocking and rolling. We here, you know what I'm saying? I'm your boy of all boys, man. We up in here, you know what I'm saying? Feeling good, feeling great, you know? And we getting ready. We getting ready. In turns, bang, bang! We getting ready, baby. Write your life.
Aaron Michael Cox was my guy, okay? That was my guy, all right? It was almost like an Italian mob thing where me being one of the Italian mob bosses, okay? People would say certain things like, who's the new guy? You know, where'd he come from? What's going on? And then I would just always step in and say, hey. Aaron Michael Cox is my guy, all right? You don't touch my guy, okay? On a more serious note, when I think about Aaron Michael Cox and his talent and his gifts and his potential, there's only one other person in the world who I wanted the world for, and that's my son. It's Aaron Michael Cox and my son. He was my first artist, the first person who I say that if there was an artist who could represent what we're building and what we're trying to do here, that guy embodies it. He was super soulful. I love the way he was able to put himself and his personality and his appreciation for music into music. It translated. Moving forward, it won't be able to be duplicated, you know what I mean? I honestly and genuinely feel like he was on his way to being the best.
The first time I met Aaron, he decided that he wanted to play me music in a quiet, private place. So he felt the only place where there was ever the best acoustics was in church. So he opens up this church, it's dark, it's freezing cold, and there's a little Aaron with his hat on. And he started playing me these songs that he maybe made in his college bedroom that were amazing. That day, that boy made me an Aaron Michael Cox believer, and I never second guessed that.
She got me on cloud nine. She hotter than the sunshine. Got me burning up the whole night. Now we running through the bloodshot red light.
My first person that I really worked with in the industry that I was just like was crazy was John Legend, who was like one of my childhood heroes. But the people I'm working with right now that I'm super excited about, I've had the opportunity to like actually work on like whole albums now instead of just like tracks. And one of the bands is called 2 AM Club, and they're really talented. And then this other girl that I'm working with now, who's incredibly, very good. Her name is Jamie D.
I was sold like the second that we met, and me and Aaron, like, we just connected. He's such an amazing talent, and I don't know, sometimes when you meet people in the studio for the first time, it's like kind of awkward and like, meh. But I mean, the second that, like the first day that we started working together, like everything just clicked and we knew we were supposed to make something special.
Aaron was one of the best people I've ever known in my life. He was good, like just goodness just like came out of him. Everything that he did, like you wanted him to win and you wanted to be a part of what Aaron was because it was always good. And every time I felt bad or like I was having a bad day, Aaron would call and like my whole day would switch. It would be like, yes, of course I'm gonna answer the phone. And you know, we used to like, every time I called him, he'd be like, Lindsay Lanier, and I'd be like, AMC, what up? And it was just like that kind of energy. Like Aaron was truly one of the best people in this entire world that I've ever met, and I will always be thankful because his goodness is the kind of goodness I hope that I can one day like emulate and like look to and think about, because it's the kind of goodness that gets people through and makes people better.
And Aaron Michael Cox is my dude, my best friend, my mentor, my freaking advocate when nobody else believed, you know what I mean? Like my guy, my inspiration for doing this. You know what I mean? When I didn't have the vision to see what was next, I clung onto his vision, or like what he saw for me. You know what I mean? It was just kind of weird. Like, really, I will venture to say that Aaron Michael Cox is the greatest musician since King David in the Bible. And I'm willing to say that. You know what I mean? He just inspired me to know him, you know what I mean? And he had such a heart for God, and it was just like contagious.
Oh, tonight, the melody is calling. Close your eyes and let the rhythm have its way. Yeah.
I worked with Aaron as a co-writer and as a songwriter with the interns as well, with my first single, Waiting Outside the Lines. And I remember just thinking, you know, going into the studio about just what a fun guy he was, and especially, you know, we worked really well together, all of us in a team, and really coming up with the record and really laying it down visually. And he was such a talented guy. You know, he would get on the guitar, he'd play a couple chords, he'd get on the piano, he'd play a couple chords, and then he'd sing a couple chords. I mean, I remember listening to one of his songs and just being like, this is the next El DeBarge, you know? He was such a talented guy.
I was the #1 crazy super fan of Aaron. I was obsessed with the guy since the day I met him, which was very recently, unfortunately. It was only a couple months ago, but in a very short period of time, he made a huge impact on my life. I told him all the time how I thought it was going to be really hard for me to get in touch with him, for us to work together in about a year, because he'd be just a superstar. He'd be just out of the stratosphere, doing all kinds of cool, crazy stuff, you know, just being huge and amazing, which, you know, is a very easy thing to understand when you meet the guy. He is this handsome, cool, smooth, funny, smart dude that was just a force of nature. And that's without even mentioning how talented he was with music.
Trust when I say that it's not necessarily about him being gone or his death, but this is a celebration of his life. This is about what he's contributed to each and every individual. Like I said, indirectly, he worked with us, and he touched us. So it's amazing how amazing he was, in a sense where he was able to touch spirits that he didn't even directly meet or run into. That's the power of the spirit. And it's apparent that Aaron had the type of spirit that could touch souls. And in that, in exchange, we were able to touch souls with our music through his music. So that's how that always goes. It's about celebrating the things that he did.
The world was really blessed to have known him. He was something extremely special, and he left us with something that will continue on for many, many years to come. And I think his family should be extremely proud.
He would always talk about you guys. He would always talk about how much he loved his mom and dad and his brothers. I feel like I know them. I haven't even really met them because he would talk about you guys so much. I love you, Aaron, and I miss you.
To Aaron's family, to my brothers, since Aaron was my little brothers, I don't know if you know Aaron, Jesse, David, you guys are my brothers now. Dad, even though you're white and I'm not, you're my biological father, okay? And so to the Cox family, I just want you guys to stay encouraged. I want you to know that Aaron is with us. His music is 100% alive, and this is only the beginning for him. I love you guys. I love you, Aaron. Signing off.
Yo, to the family, please be encouraged. Know that you have another son. Regardless if you want me or not, I'm here, I'm there, I'm agreeing. You already know what this is. So be blessed, and yo, much love to each and every one of you.
To Aaron's family, I say thank you for sharing him with us. And I say thank you for just making him the person he was. And I just say thank you because he truly was so unbelievable. And he will always be in my heart. And he will always be someone that I talk about and talk about positively for the rest of my life.
To his family, you guys done good. He was a marvelous, marvelous man. If I could have half the immense talent that he had in just one pinky, then I would be a happy man.
I want to say on behalf of my group, to Aaron, thank you. And to his family, to all those who are watching this, please keep your head. Pray to God for comfort, and he'll let you understand exactly why all of this transpired. And trust me, he's made a mark being as young as he is already. So this is a beautiful celebration for him. So let's celebrate with him.
I want you to remember me. I want you to remember me. To lead on my legacy until